I'm Caleb Brooks with the AHSAA Radio Network. I'm at Jasper High School, joined by head volleyball coach, Coach Bobby Daniels. And Coach, you guys just completed back-to-back state championships. And, for you, you've been coaching for a long time, and it's your first two championships. But, you've been there a lot, and you've gotten your teams to the point with opportunities to win it pretty much everywhere you've been. And, for you personally, I just kind of want to start with your career and what you've been able to do as a volleyball coach. What has helped you be as successful as you've been every single place that you've been at?
Well, there's a lot of people to thank when you're successful. You got to thank your players. Also, you got to thank your administration for supporting you, and also you got to thank your support from the community as well as the kids' parents. They play such a big part of any success for any team. So, there's a lot of people to thank for when your teams are successful, but, need to start with players first because they want to put in all the hard work.
Mm-hmm. You've been at different classifications and different ranks here in the state of Alabama, and, you came here to Jasper, and you guys, you were 6A, you come state runner-up in 6A, and then you guys dropped down to 5A. Not that it was any easier to win it at 5A, but what is some of the differences in maybe playing 6A volleyball compared to 5A volleyball, having been able to do both?
Well, when I first came to Jasper, and when we was talking about building the volleyball program and having the kind of volleyball program we wanted to, our goal each year is not to be the best Class 5A or Class 6A volleyball team. Our goal is to be the best volleyball team in the state of Alabama, regardless of classification. So when you compare 5A, 6A, 7A, for us, we always play the best competition. So, you got to play the 6As, the 7As. So, we're just trying to be, as I said, we'd like for our program to be the best volleyball program in the state. And to do that, you have to play the best.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's something that we've tried to do year in, year out.
Coming here, you had made 2 state championships before and had lost in the 5th set in both of them. And then, you get beat in the 5th set, your first time making it here at Jasper. To now win back-to-back and to have the 2 rings that you have now, how satisfying is that for you?
Well, it's enjoyable, but, those teams that when we didn't win the state championship, I was just as proud of those as this year's team because, I felt like those teams were the best they could be. And, that's the goal for me as coach, and I want my teams to try to be the best they can possibly be. And then if it's a state championship, great. If it's not, then I feel like, that's what you're trying to inspire and encourage kids to be, is be all they can be and be the best they can. So, and if they do that, then everybody wins and everybody becomes a champion. So,
your daughter is now coaching and is at Bob Jones now as the head coach there, and she played for you, and you've gotten to now see her go and get into the same profession as you. And how proud of you, or how proud of her are you, of what now she's been able to do in the coaching ranks, and how much do y'all kind of talk and share and really discuss strategy and stuff like that during the year?
Well, I'm very proud of her, and more so as the type person she is, and the professional that she is, and how hard she works, because I know she puts a lot of time into it. We talk almost daily, and I don't offer any suggestions unless she asks. But we do bounce things off, like when she has a chance to see my team play or I see her team play. We always ask each other, hey, what can we do? What do you think we can do to be better? So it's a pretty special relationship that we have, and I'm most definitely proud of her. And other than when the Lady Vikes are playing, it's Go Patriots.
Yeah. Every coach has a plan when they come somewhere on building a program, getting it the way they want it to. But for you to actually do it and it be successful the exact way that you wanted it to be, how do you really get to that point to where, you actually do it and actually have that plan, become successful the way you want it to be?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I think you got to thank a lot of people, but the administration at Jasper has supported me in every way. They provided me any and everything that I needed to help to build this program. I think the parents of the girls that played for me have supported what we tried to do, and last but not least, the kids believed in the goal and the mission that we had for our volleyball program, and they put in a tremendous amount of work. And we talk about talent is great to have, but if you don't work hard, then you're not going to accomplish your goals. Mm-hmm. And we just happened to accomplish the ultimate goal for the last 2 years, which was win the state. But most proud of the kids and the things they've accomplished.
Going into this year, you were defending state champs, and that was new territory for you as a coach as well. Did this year feel any different to you being defending state champs?
It felt a lot different. Of course, our goal this year was the same as last year. It was to be the state champs. I think I probably worked this team even harder this year than I did in the past. I think our schedule was more challenging this year than ever, and we always play a tough schedule. And as one of the kids mentioned earlier, I talk to them all the time about, hey, you got to work to be the best you can be, and if you're as good as you can be, maybe we'll be good enough to overcome a bad game and still win. And I know it sounds like coach speak, but my goal this year was to work the team even harder than before and to challenge them even more. And it's tough, and I think any coach that, and there's a lot of coaches that have experienced this, it's hard to repeat just because of the mindset that you're trying to accomplish with your kids. Once they've done something, what are they hungry for? I mean, year before last, we was hungry to win a state championship. And because we had suffered great disappointment the year before, we had plenty of motivation. We needed something to motivate us this year. What was going to make us hungry to win again?
Y'all played a lot of games this season and, won a lot of games. But, what was kind of the thought process behind playing as many as you did and challenging your team the way that you did? Like you brought up, y'all played some really, really good teams on your schedule.
Volleyball is, a lot of teams play a lot of games. Mm-hmm. And we have been doing that since I've been at Jasper. And elsewhere. That's what a lot of the most successful programs do. They do play a lot of volleyball matches. So just one thing, we feel like we got to do what everybody else is doing that's been successful. So it's just kind of what we do. Mm-hmm. However, we did play a few less games this year than we did the year before. So it wasn't quite as demanding as the schedule. I mean, the number of games we played this year as in the past. But as I mentioned earlier, our schedule it was tough. Mm-hmm. It was tough, and the girls rose to the challenge. And they was a little disappointed that we lost more matches this year than the year before, but there was a reason for that.
Yeah, y'all challenged yourselves, I think, a little bit more when I was looking at who y'all played and stuff. And so now, you win it this year, and then you have the success that you had, now back-to-back years. What do you think the challenges are going to be now going for a three-peat this next season?
Well, I took advantage of the opportunity in the locker room after we had won state this year. I told the kids that are returning, hey, the standard's been set. It's your responsibility to meet that standard, because we're not going to lower the standards and expectations for our program. Now, some years are always, better than others, but we got a standard. Winning state will be our goal again next year. I expect our younger kids to rise to that standard and to put into work and try to be the very best they can be.
Yes, sir. Well, Coach, congratulations to y'all on winning the state championship.
Thank
And,
you.
you know, congratulations to you on finally getting 2 of them. And you know, I know that it's got to be pretty satisfying for you doing it as long as you have. But good luck to y'all going forward. I'm looking forward to seeing how this program continues to, you know, move forward and get better and better. And, you know, I wish you guys nothing but luck next year.
Thank you, Caleb, for coming to Jasper, Alabama.
Yes, sir.
All right.